Hey everybody, welcome to my review of Spider-Man Miles Morales. So I've been sleeping on this game for quite a while because I wanted to wait until Spider-Man 2 was about to come out on PC, so that way I could play Miles Morales and then Spider-Man 2 right after to kind of get me hyped up for Spider-Man 2. Whenever it first came out, I heard a lot of controversial reviews about it and how it seemed like a extended DLC for the first Spider-Man game, and I have to agree. Overall, Spider-Man, I think I played for about 60 hours total, somewhere around there, 60 to 70, and Miles Morales took me 5 hours and 15 minutes to finish the main storyline, which is insane. From what I've seen, you could spend at least 20 hours playing the game if you do all the side missions and stuff like that, but I think that stuff is like definitely not necessary for the game. I feel like they added in a ton of other stuff that Spider-Man 1 didn't have. It had like some side missions that were super cool, and then it had Fisk's like buildings where you go and take those guys out, and then they had like the backpacks and a couple other side things you can do, but I feel like Miles Morales just really went overboard with it. It added a lot of side stuff that I don't think was necessary, and that's kind of why I'm giving gameplay here a 7 out of 10. The gameplay was still good, the action was great, it had the same feel as Spider-Man 1, which I really liked, being able to knock out bad guys, and, you know, taking a while to actually do all these different combos, and like you have to use gadgets, and I even failed quite a few times actually, so I think it was a decent amount harder than Spider-Man 1. But overall, the gameplay and the level design was very good. However, I don't think it really improved from Spider-Man 1. It was along the same vein. I don't think they really did anything too different. I feel like if they could have added some new mechanics or other stuff like that, I mean, they did add like the Venom punch and stuff like that, which is very unique to Miles' character, and they added some new gadgets and things, but it just wasn't enough for the 10 out of 10. If we go into narrative, I thought the narrative for this game was really weak. I love Miles' characters in the comics. I've read a bunch of them, and I just feel like Insomniac really dropped the ball with, of course, the Prowler being kind of getting his character where it was. I like that it's still Aaron Davis, which, you know, of course makes sense, but overall the Prowler is kind of one of my favorite Spider-Man villains, and he just wasn't a villain here. He didn't really have, like, when he trapped Miles down in the subway, it just really didn't make sense. Like, I understand he was trying to protect him, but letting the entire city blow up and being selfish and like only caring about yourself, like, it's not like very villainy, but it's also like not, I don't know, he's like not a villain, he's like not an anti-hero, he's like nothing almost. And then fighting him was super weird. The invisibility tech that he had was just annoying to fight. Like, it wasn't exciting to fight him, so I just didn't like that at all. Finn being the overall, the Tinkerer being the main villain, huge miss in my opinion. Like, yeah, Roxxon ended up killing her brother, and the CEO of Roxxon being like the main villain, and should have been the main villain of the game, but having Finn as the Tinkerer be the main villain, that she just wanted to get revenge for her brother dying, like, I get it, but she was going to blow up an entire portion of the city just because. And like, she obviously is smart enough to figure that out, but it just like, the whole narrative didn't make sense to me. Genki being a side character didn't really add anything to the story to me. Only fighting one main villain and having it be Rhino was super weak in my opinion. There's so many different awesome Miles Morales villains that they could have brought in, and they didn't. So I'm hoping to see a little bit better things from Spider-Man 2. So overall, I'm giving narrative a 4 out of 10. I just really didn't enjoy the game. I didn't really enjoy the overall story. I just felt like it was super weak, and I'm hoping Spider-Man 2 changes that. So to kind of pick it up from there, the audio from the game was amazing. The song choices were absolutely perfect. The voice actors were fantastic. Really just you can tell that they led into their character and really enjoyed playing their character. So I think the voice acting in the game was overall amazing. And of course the song choices were perfect as well. Technical, I gave a 10 out of 10. There were 0 bugs in the game, which was awesome to see. There wasn't really any bugs in Spider-Man 1, so I expected that same kind of technical perfection that we saw with the first game. Graphics, I gave a 7 out of 10. Once again, didn't really improve from Spider-Man 1 in my opinion. Everything kind of looked very much the same. The graphics, I did dock a little bit because the snow particles definitely slowed my game down quite a bit. You could just see a huge FPS drop in the one mission where it started snowing really bad. And maybe that's an overall computer spec on my side, but I mean, I feel like my computer handles games very well, and Miles Morales is a pretty older game, so I just feel like that could have been optimized a bit. For value, I gave this a 2 out of 10. This game is still $50 at like Walmart or GameStop right now, however many years now that it's been out, and to only play 5.5 hours for the game. I got this on a Steam sale for like $10. I would have been absolutely pissed if I paid $50 for this game and I finished it in 5 hours. Like, just absolutely pissed. In my opinion, the game should have come out as an extended DLC to the first Spider-Man because we got 3 free DLCs from Spider-Man 1. This should have been a paid DLC for maybe like $20, and it could have been tacked on to the end of the game, and they could have, they still could have made money on it, but I don't think it should have been a standalone game. So overall, I'm giving Spider-Man Miles Morales a score of 6 out of 10. I gotta say, I love Miles' character. I think he's a fantastic addition to Spider-Man and a fantastic standalone character. I just don't think the narrative gave him a really big chance to shine in this game. And I'm really hoping that Spider-Man 2 gives him a little bit more flexibility to come out and shine as much as Spider-Man 1 did. So if you enjoyed my game review, please stick around and watch some of the other reviews I have on the channel, and I'll see you next time.